But yeah.
Well,
Not populated. Populated.
hello.
Good. I almost said good morning. Good evening. Happy Wednesday. How's your weather? It is almost at 81 degrees in here. It is in here, but 56 degrees. I think we hit near 70 degrees the other day. It was pretty cool. Warm. Pretty cool warm.
Let's see who we got in here.
Oh.
We got Monica Lynn in here, Paula and Jason.
How's Monica enjoying her gifts?
Bill. Big family expedition. They're heading home from Costco.
Costco.
Did you get that Kinder sauce?
Need the Japanese sauce too. All right, so it's been a couple weeks. I haven't been here for a while.
Mm-hmm.
We've had family stuff, vacation stuff, dog stuff, all kinds of stuff. You know, the complications of life. But we're working through it. We're good. Maddie's good. Well, she will be. Got rooted in Alaska. So I don't know, how far have we released about Maddie so far? I'll make sure where we're at.
She got hurt.
She got hurt, that's about it.
I don't think she had been to the second doctor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to just remember where you guys are with Maddie. So, because you're here live with us tonight, we'll give you a preview of what's been happening with Maddie. You know, it'll be out in a future video, more details and whatnot. But so
the package got lost because the wrong zip code.
Yeah, well, we were only using the information that was supplied. So
Yep.
but did she finally get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The jerky was the best. What is the jerky made out of?
Where that would come from, your brother?
The one from the store, I don't know. The other one was
From that moose?
Yeah.
From your brother?
From Robin and Cal.
Oh, that was from Cal's. Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, I think it was moose. Pretty sure.
Yeah, they make good. They make some good hunter sticks.
Anyway, continue your story. Sorry.
What's the update on Maddie surgery? All right. Yes. So, Maddie is going to have surgery. She has a ruptured ligament in her knee. On a human, it would be an ACL. So we went to the one vet, the one video I put out. The one video I put out all by myself, uploaded and everything all by myself. It was horrible video, by the way. But
yeah,
I'm not the video person, so I thought I did pretty good. So we went there, found out she had a ruptured ligament, and they referred us to a specialist because they can't do that surgery there. And Annie, get over here. Go lay down. She's hobbling around 3 legs right now. Lay down. Down. She wants to play ball. It has 2 balls over here. So we do play ball with her a little bit. We roll it across the floor, but there's no running and jumping right now. None of that's allowed. No going upstairs. No getting on the couch. It's just so much strict rules around here right now. So where was I? So ruptured ligament. The first doctor, they we'll refer you to a specialist. The specialist still to this day still hasn't called us. He said, they'll get with you within the next month. I'm like, yeah, we don't like month. So I had initially set an appointment with our normal vet on the following Tuesday because they don't do emergencies. But so we went to our normal vet. If you see any comments come up, just blur them out and interrupt. But so we did our normal vet on Tuesday. I love her normal vet. They're so nice and friendly, and they like checked it right there and says, "Yep, this is definitely what's going on," and referred us immediately to a specialist. Had his appointment the very next day to the specialist. So we went back the next day, talked to the specialist, which unfortunately she was going on vacation the next day after that, which is why we have to wait for surgery. But yeah, we're gonna do it's called a TPLO procedure. You have to just look it up. They use something where they actually cut her bone, one of the bones, and re-angle it and plate it and everything, and it sounds pretty interesting. But they have pretty good success with it.
Cool idea.
And that's what they recommend for active dogs, which she is active. She doesn't want to lay down right now. Lay down. Come on. Quit hobbling around. Blow out your other knee. Children. And then, so that surgeon, she's coming back, and we are scheduled for surgery May 16th.
Mm-hmm.
So May 16th, we'll get her all fixed up. And then she has a 8 to 10 week recovery period after that. I've had people comment to me here locally at work, and they're like, "Oh man, too bad this happened in the summertime. She's gonna miss all her summer." And I'm like, I got to thinking about that, and I feel blessed that this actually happened in the summertime, because trying to do rehab on a dog in the middle of winter and the cold and the ice, and trying to walk them for 10 minutes here and there, and she's not going to realize she's missing out on summer. But I think it's going to be better off right now rehabbing her now. And then we have future plans for next summer that we won't allude to quite yet because we're still working on them. But she's supposed to be going with us, and I still feel she will be going with us. She has to recover from this and get all strengthened up again.
Yeah.
Strengthened up again.
Make sure the other one doesn't blow out, or if it does, let it go now.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing is dogs that have one knee go out, about 50% of the time after the surgery on one knee, the other one goes out. So
sometimes before the surgery because they're hopping around on that leg.
So we're trying to be really careful, walking her on taking her potty on a leash, which is hard. She's a free spirit. She doesn't ever. I mean, she'll be on a leash. She has no problem with it, but she's a free spirit. She just likes to move around and do her thing. And we're saying no right now.
But if she does blow it out before surgery, it's cheaper to do 2 at one time.
Yeah, get a 2-for-1 deal.
But I think the recovery
gets a little harder at that point.
Let's see. We have.
So that's about the skinny on her right now. The biggest emotional thing for the whole thing was me, man. She's a trooper, man. She was like, within a couple days after getting off the anesthetics, man, she's like, I want to go run. I want to go play ball. It's like, and I'm just a ball of tears, man. I'm like, I broke my dog. So.
You're a crier anyway.
I am. I'm better now, If we sit down, I don't know if anybody's ever seen Old Yeller. If you haven't, then I don't know where you've ever lived. But, we watch Old Yeller together. I'm sobbing mess at the end, and she's looking at me like, what's wrong with you?
It's a movie.
They're
all actors.
It is a movie. That is true.
So, Paul and Jason said their dog had that surgery many years ago. He did well. No running and jumping.
Yeah, we'll have to, even after surgery, I think we're going to cut her running back a little bit. And we're going to let her still be her free spirit, but we'll cut her back a little bit.
Goodness, I'm tired. Sorry. Summer will definitely be easier. It's easier for her, I guess. She just laying around the house. It's hard for me. Go out hiking, go out walking. I'm all alone. No dog.
Yeah, you've been doing good. You've been walking every day. He's already snoring. All right.
When she runs ahead on hikes. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's so funny on hikes. I guess this is going to be all Maddie stories today. But she's so funny on hikes because when we're hiking, just like the two of us, she'll be ahead of us, checking out the terrain and moving all over the place. But when we're doing a group hike, especially a multi-day group hike, she'll do the same thing. She'll be leading the hike, except for when one of us gets pulled way back. Then she's like, instead of leading the hike, she'll be darting back and forth. She'll be like, go see the people in the front, then run all the way to the people in the back, and then run all the way to people in the front, and she keeps track of everybody. Unless we get too far apart, then she'll stop doing that.
No, that one hike we had to be miles apart, and I wouldn't see her for a long time, and then she'd come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just trying to keep all her people together.
Yeah, that was the one where you actually hitched a ride to the car, and I didn't know if she went with you or got lost.
Yeah.
Because she never came back.
And yeah, I was trying to keep her with me, and then I turned around and she disappeared. So I'm like, well,
she'd come back to see me.
So how was your trip to Valdez?
My trip was good. I had a lot of fun, as much fun as you can have with brothers. No, it was a lot of fun. We did all the boy stuff, all the things that the boys wanted to do. We went fishing 3 times. The one time they went fishing, I just walked around town.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we went out fishing a lot. AK Dog Mom. Hello all, just popping in to say hi. Sorry to hear about the upcoming surgery for the pup. Prayers for quick healing. Thank you. Oh, I'm a sensitive person too.
See, I'm not the only one. I got friends out there.
Billy, my wife used to laugh at me when I'd get emotional. My sisters too.
I think the reason you're so hard-hearted is because you worked as a caregiver for so long, and you kind of have to put up that barrier to emotion because you're always working with these old people, and they occasionally die.
Well, I never cried when I was a kid, not at TV or anything like that, because that was not. I don't know. That was just not something you do. It's just TV. Those are actors. That ain't real life. Get a hold of yourself. You want something to cry about? I'll give you something to cry about. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, and helping my brother. Yeah, we got a bunch of paperwork done that he needed to get done, which was really confusing and just too much for him. So we helped him out with that. And he was very, very appreciative of that. And then I spent, probably close to 24 hours altogether cleaning
and
organizing, which is fun. I enjoy that.
That's your stress reliever.
Yeah. So he's probably getting used to and still trying to find all the things that I moved around.
Well, most of them he didn't know he had anyway.
Yeah. But he was a little bit stressed of like where things went. He likes everything the same all the time. Glad she's going to be okay. Sending prayers for sweet baby. Thank you so much.
And Maddie is such a presence at work. When I work at Kendall, I bring her to work every couple of weeks, and she just runs around and visits everybody. Everybody knows who Maddie is. And so I didn't even know they were doing it, but they had collected an offering for everybody to help out with the surgery. So it's kind of cool. They gave me that last week.
Got a little start on it anyway.
Yeah. So that was cool that they would do that for her. They did that for her. They wouldn't do that for me.
No. Just for the dog. I would do it for a dog too.
I probably would too. But yeah, dogs are definitely dogs are, even pets in general, they're actually more difficult to take care of and more emotional to take care of than people because they can't communicate with you what's going on.
Yeah.
Your kid gets injured. It's like, what's up with that? Oh, it hurts here. Well, don't do that. You wrap it up like this. We'll go see a doctor. Take these pills. Whatever. You can communicate with them. You kind of know what's going on. With her, it's like, are you still hurting? Do you want more drugs? You want less drugs?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
She doesn't really, except for when she was yipping, when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen any signs of pain. She hasn't showed anything.
Yeah, she just wants to play. She's like, I don't care. I got a dangly leg. I just want to go play.
And she'll still scratch with it and everything, and I guess maybe it doesn't hurt. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you're not putting weight on it, so.
How many eggs are you getting every day? Well, today I got 7 because yesterday another chicken showed up in the pen.
We have another chicken just miraculously showed up. So it's funny. We don't have a rooster. We don't have any little chicks, but suddenly we have a full-grown chicken in there.
Yeah.
Like, we had 8. Now we have 9.
No, we knew where it came from, but they didn't tell me. They dropped it off, and I went out there. I'm like, whoa, where'd you come from? But the other day we got 9, but we didn't have 9 chickens then. So I think we forgot to pick up eggs one day.
Yeah. So I would say on average we're probably seeing
5 or 6 a day.
Yeah, I was gonna say 6 to 7, but you check them more
6
than
or
I
7.
do.
Yeah, somewhere in there, between 5 and 7 a day.
More than we can eat. We're still giving them away.
Yeah, we got probably an 18-pack to give away.
We were selling them for a while, but that's just hassle. It's like
Just give them away.
give them to friends. So.
But they're starting to be a pain in the butt. You cannot get near the door. They will do everything they can to get out, and they do. And then they don't want to go back in because they love to be out.
Yep.
And I've been raking up piles, and they will get in there and tear them up.
Piles of leaves.
Piles of leaves and sticks and all the yard stuff. Yep, and they just tear them all up.
That's actually
spread them all out.
That's hilarious. Watch them do that.
And then they went into the big compost leaf pile in the back and just had a heyday back there. There's chickens all over the pile. It was kind of fun, but it's actually probably closer to the neighbor's yard than ours.
Well, yeah. And actually, technically, that is the neighbor's yard.
You know.
But they don't use it, so we might as well.
How the heck does that happen? How we got an extra chicken? Yeah. It's actually my daughter dropped it off.
Yeah.
They only had 1 chicken left, and it was a sad chicken. It needed some friends.
So the chickens that used to be here, when we had the old coop up on the hill, and we had the ducks and the geese here, they all belonged to them. So they built their coop, brought all the chickens, ducks, and geese to them, and then the chickens started disappearing. I don't know all the details. How'd they start disappearing?
Their chickens? The dog got some. Some of them froze in the cold weather out there this winter. So anyway, and then they sold or gave away the ducks and the geese. So there was just 1 sad chicken left.
And it would never come out of the coop.
It did the one day it came out, but so they came over at some point and
Dumped them in the cage.
Put it in there with the rest of them. And they're all happy serappy in there. This morning I went in and fed them all, and I didn't see her. So I went in the coop to make sure they hadn't, got rid of her overnight. And she's up on the roost, so I had to tell her, "Hey, it's breakfast time."
This is the time we eat around here.
Probably a little bit earlier than usual because the kids were feeding them, and so they don't normally.
So is she mingling with the others well?
Yeah.
When they first were in there, she was kind of off to the side, and they weren't together very much.
I go out about 6 and feed them when they start hopping off their roost with their no knees. Sounds like they're jumping off a 4-story building because they have no knees, and it's just like thunk, thunk.
That is hilarious. I know.
Even the neighbors can even hear them getting up.
They'll hear me going to work, and they'll hear me walking in the yard, and they'll start jumping off the roost. You hear them.
And then they start doing sound like little monsters. Because they're just, feed me, feed me. Yeah. I'm like, be quiet. Everyone's not up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Well, we don't have a rooster, so it's not that bad.
Yeah. There are roosters in the neighborhood though. Oh, look at Maddie.
Give me a cookie. Oh, cookie?
You like cookies? You like cheese? Now the chicken has friends. Yep. And 2 of those chickens they knew from previous, so I don't know if they were like, hey, we're reunited, my old buddies. AK Dog Mom. Can't let the chickens free range because the neighbor's dog is a chicken killer. Ooh.
Our neighbor's dog probably would be too if it went locked up.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
They're kind of funny dogs.
We have dogs that live all around us, but they don't come in our yard.
I think they're all in fences though. I think ours is only free range dog.
A couple years ago, we had one a couple times come in the yard.
Oh, that's right. We had to scare him off.
One was running at the chicken coop
So
the one time.
so we know, we don't have a fence, and Maddie likes to go and poo like on the outer skirts of the wood trees around us. We're in a neighborhood. So now she's on a leash, and we're bringing her out there. I'm like, she's taking me on a leash where she like poos. She's literally going into the neighbor's yard, right on the edge of the tree line, into the neighbor's yard. I'm like, okay, I like you, dog. You know how to do this right. But it's the part of the yard, they don't even mow it there. It's just the woods kind of take over. But it's like right in their backyard. So I always knew she went over that way, but I didn't realize she was that far. What else we got going on?
How's your dad and mom doing? Mom and dad doing?
My mom's doing well. She's been calling me, checking on Maddie. That's about it. Nothing much with mom. Dad's doing good. Dad just bought a new car. Well, not new. It's
I
a
saw that.
30.
Did you see the picture of it?
30, 32, 29. I don't know. It's a Model A, little roadster thing. So, and he can't ride his motorcycle no more because I have his motorcycle. And if he's on here, he might be watching tonight. Maybe he can put up what it actually is. Put a comment in there. But he sent me a picture last night, and he wanted a car to take to shows and do stuff with and just get out and do things. But he doesn't have the strength or the ability to actually do projects anymore. So this is kind of a completed project car it's got a couple little things it needs. It's missing a windshield, so I talked to him this morning. He's getting a windshield kit for it, and but it's something that it might need a little tweaking here and there. But it looks like it was pretty professionally built. Some company, not a company, but a drag race team built it. But it wasn't. They didn't build it for drag racing. But it's a cool little car, something you can have fun with and take to shows and do whatever. Get him out of the house a little bit. It'll do him some good. And as far as the kidney transplant part, it's looking good. He had to do a stress test on his heart, and I think that was the last thing he had to accomplish, which puts him as a candidate for receiving a transplant. I've done all my testing to where a couple weeks ago I did a CAT scan and I did blood draw that they had to send to California. And I think that blood draw is they take my blood and Dad's blood and they mix it somehow and they see if they like each other. But so far, I haven't heard the results from that yet. But so far, every step of the way, we've been good to go. Oh, it's a 29 Model A Roadster. There you go. I knew he was watching, so figured I'd throw it on there. So yeah, the kidney thing's going good so far. We just gotta wait and see what they want us to do next, and hopefully we can get that doing. I'd like to see it going by this fall. We'll see how that works out. What else?
I need to leave.
All right, see you later.
I need to go out.
Going on vacation again?
Yep.
Happy vacationing.
Gotta go to the bathroom, but it takes a walking trip.
Oh, no, gotta got to put your shoes on, go get a flashlight. Oh wait, we don't need a flashlight now. Got to run out the house. What else is going on with you guys? It's been a couple weeks since we've been around. Crazy life stuff, huh, Maddie? Just crazy life stuff. That's okay. You like your cookies. Nothing. And then work's been doing good. I did my final class through Ford, so I've now received my senior master certification. I'm now a Ford senior master. So no more schooling for me. Yeah, I'm done traveling for school. That's about it for that. But it was a long work. It took me 7 years to get that. Need to use wood stove lately. We are currently using the wood stove on and off. Up till last week, we were like, we'll start a fire at night to break the chill, and it'll break the chill all the way through the night into the morning. I think 2 nights ago we didn't start it at all. It feels like Angie's had it running today. So
today it was raining, chilly.
So yeah, we just do a little bit of wood stove here and there. Just not a big fire. Throw a little log on there, start it up, break the chill, and move on. Because it'll hold the heat for a long time once you put a little heat in it. But if you get a raging fire going in there like we have in the wintertime, you cannot even open enough windows to stay in here. That thing is insane.
I open the door during the day.
Open the door and all 6 windows. And then, yeah, the wood stove is actually too big for this place. It's made for a giant 3-bedroom house. But it's efficient. It works well. What else we got going on here? Someone was asking about the wood stove, if we're still how we were using it lately.
Yeah.
Right there.
We use it.
Yeah.
Most of the summer we'll use it here and there.
Yeah.
Rainy days.
We still get chilly days or rainy days when it's all moist out. It just kind of like it gets kind of gloomy and muggy, and it just feels good to have the warm heat in there.
Last year when it started raining and didn't quit for months, we used it a lot.
This is true. And we're starting to look for firewood. Every time we drive by a new subdivision, we're like, hey, what are you guys doing with all that wood over there? So we haven't found a good source yet this year, except for the kids' yard, but it's all spruce. So we'll get a bunch of spruce from there, but we like to get a little birch to throw in the mix. How you doing? Somebody's been in a lot of pain here last couple of days.
I'm either fighting a kidney, bladder, urinary tract infection, or I'm fighting a kidney stones. I'm leaning towards kidney stones now, man. This is painful. But I don't know. I don't know if they can test for those things. Well, with a camera and all that crap, I don't know. I ain't doing none of that.
Drink some more lemon juice.
See if it goes away eventually.
Goes away or passes?
Passes away.
Passes away. All right, what else is going on, Maddie? What are you doing? Oh, man. We had I was just trying to think of other subjects going on, but summer's kicked off, riding's kicked off. So I got all the oil leaks fixed on the bike until yesterday. Well, yesterday wasn't a leak. It wasn't an oil leak. We were supposed to go on a ride, our first Tuesday night ride. We ride bikes every Tuesday night. And yesterday I'm riding home to pick up Angie to ride to our location we start. And as I'm riding home, I'm like, I smell gas. I keep smelling gas. So I pull in the driveway and I look down on the left side where the gas tank feeds the fuel injection. And I see going drip, drip, and every drip hits the head, and the head's hot, and it hits it drips, hits head, sizzles, turns into smoke. So it's like drip, sizzle, drip, sizzle. And I'm like, oh. So now I have a fuel leak. And I'm like, well, texting all my guys. I'm like, I'm not going to make the ride tonight. So go without me. And we took the gas tank off last night just because it's so much easier. There's an O-ring up inside. There's a quick disconnect on the tank where the old bike would have a petcock there, but this one doesn't because it's fuel injected. It's just a quick disconnect. You pull the quick disconnect off. There's an O-ring up in there. Oh, that likes to.
You're over, girl.
Over time it either gets old and hard and brittle, or in this case, once I got it out and found it, it actually, when I plugged it back in at one point, it cut the seal a little bit. So we got that apart last night. I got the seal out today. I'll get a new seal tomorrow, put it back together, because we have a ride to do on Friday to Big Lake, and then Saturday is our giant. It's called the Gathering, Anchorage Gathering and Bike Blessing. It's put on by 8-Bit of Alaska, and it's in Anchorage, and there's usually like 1,500 to 1,800 bikes there. And so we have to do that event on Saturday. And immediately after that event, I am going to ride down to Sterling. She's going to drive a car so we can bring Maddie with us, because we don't want to put Maddie in the car in a bike trailer right now because of her condition. The bike trailer doesn't really have suspension, so we're not going to bounce her around in that. So we're going to go down to Sterling on Saturday night, which is what, a 3-4 hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sunday morning we go up to farther down to Nikiski, past Kenai, and we will do a church service at the Nazarene Church there in Nikiski. And then right after church service, they have a breakfast buffet thing going on, breakfast feed, and then we also do a bike blessing in their parking lot. Then once that is all done, usually around noon, 1 o'clock, we'll turn around, we'll ride all the way back to the valley, which is another 4 or 5 hours, because now we're all the way in Nikiski. So that's this weekend.
Hopefully, I feel good enough to do all that.
Yeah, you might just stay home.
I don't know.
I will be there. Hopefully all the leaks are fixed. I know the oil leaks are fixed. Hopefully the fuel leak fixed. Hopefully nothing else leaks.
Yeah, because
It's
I'm
the
not gonna
the summer of leaks.
I'm not gonna spend a day in Anchorage, walking around, and then drive 3 or 4 miles and have to go to the bathroom every 5 minutes. No. Says, wow, kidney stones. Ouch. Cranberry tablets and juice. What's for dinner? Yeah, I've been doing cranberry pills, cranberry juice. I'm actually on antibiotics in case it's an infection. What else have I been taking? I've been eating sauerkraut. I got some, what's that stuff I got? That sour milk?
Oh, kefir.
Kefir. So I'm killing the bugs and feeding the bugs and making new bugs. We're doing all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, because the antibiotics are really bad for your system. They kill all your gut bugs. But there's cases where you need antibiotics to fix other items in your body, which is good, as long as you're getting them for the right reason. But then once you go through that, your gut bugs suffer, so now you have to replenish your gut bugs.
So they are having a heyday in there. It's a war going on. Don't kill us. They're feeding us. Whoa. Let's see. What's for dinner? I don't know what's for dinner. I took out some cans of chicken breast, and I took out a can of Spam. It was kind of like, what's for dinner? It's like, what do you want? Chicken salad or Spam? Nothing too fancy.
Sometimes it's whatever you can find in the fridge, like last night was.
Yeah. What'd you have last night? Eggs?
I had some, yeah. Angie's been making deviled eggs, we eat a lot of hard-boiled eggs. I think they're kind of boring. So every couple of days she does this big old tray of deviled eggs, and they taste better and they go faster because they're already made.
Yeah. And I've been doing like a egg salad in the deviled egg. So it's got like pickles, onions, and celery and all the good stuff in a deviled egg.
Oh, well, you gotta tell them about your last batch. Why you had so much deviled egg mix?
Why did I have so much? Oh, because
Because you burnt the eggs.
I burned hard-boiled eggs.
How do you burn hard-boiled eggs?
I had 2 pans going, and I only turned off one, and then I went outside for like a half hour. There was no water left, and the bottom of every egg was burnt.
So she peeled them all. Used the yolk. The yolk was still good, but the whites were kind of weird.
The top of the egg I used, and the bottom got thrown away.
So you got a lot of extra middle stuff going there.
Let's see, I run only ethanol-free gas in my bike.
So we have 10% ethanol in our fuel up here, and that's standard in all stations here. We don't have a choice in it. So we have no ethanol-free gas up here. So that's just what we get.
Is that a thing? Other places they have that?
Possibly. I don't know. I live in Alaska. I don't live other places.
I mean, apparently they
There
have
is places where you can
options.
get actual ethanol. It's called E85. But then that's when you have flex fuel vehicles, you can run either E85 or gas, but you got to like slowly change, and the vehicle knows, it can sense what's in the tank and knows how to change how it burns it, because it takes more ethanol than regular gasoline to run efficiently. Yeah, I'm talking too much. I'm talking too technical to her now.
I agree with you. Real Life Alaska. That's the church in Nikiski we attend. Very cool. Well, was it next Sunday? This coming Sunday we'll be there?
This Sunday we'll be there.
We'll be there.
I've been there. This will be my 4th.
Last year I went. The year before I did not.
Yeah. This is either my 3rd or 4th bike blessing there in a row. So we'll be there. Come say hi. I was assistant coordinator in our ABATE chapter years ago. Met my wife there almost 30 years ago. Awesome. Yeah, we do a lot with our ABATE chapter up here. We being in CMA, we work with a lot of other motorcycle groups and organizations. It's just kind of what we do. We're out there to help people.
Maddie, you're on camera. She's scratching her leg. Anyway.
Got an itch, Ma. Leave me alone.
Wow, and you're doing all the things. Hope you feel better soon. I do too.
I do too.
Oh man, it's terrible today. I thought it was going to get better, and then it just kind of. I feel like it moved. So that's why I'm thinking kidney stones. So it was in the back for like off and on for like 3 weeks until it didn't go away. And now it's moved around to the front and down. I'm like,
You never had a kidney stone before, so you really have nothing to compare it to.
No. You look at the, what is it called, symptoms or whatever, and they're exactly the same for a UTI or whatever like that, except it's more painful. And if I had this much infection to have this much pain, I think I would have a fever or be sick or something, be nauseous.
You'd be dying.
But so it's just pain. It's nothing else.
And Angie here has such a high pain tolerance that when she's in pain, it hurts.
Yeah. I've still been walking like 4.5 miles a day. I think Monday I walked almost 10 miles. So.
It's good for you.
I mean, it's not keeping me down too much. Lemon juice or lemonade works best for kidney stones.
Yeah, I told her that already.
I have it right. This.
Just
I was drinking
straight right out of the
drinking
bottle.
Oh, I did earlier, and I felt it all go all the way down, so I had to chase it with water because it was burning. Oof.
That's hilarious.
I looked it up, and it said it could take months for it to actually break up a kidney stone. I'm like, I haven't got months, so I just drink it straight. I don't know. Take a shot every now and again.
All right, get the thing moving. Let's see where are we at here.
You can control the mouse too.
I know. high and high.
It's not common, but you can find ethanol-free gas. Seems to be more common lately.
Yeah, I don't think you can find it up here though. I don't know. I've never seen it up here, and I do. And the only reason I know we have 10% ethanol, first it says it on the pump, but when I work on vehicles that have drivability issues, Fords that have drivability issues, one of the things I check is it an ethanol flex fuel vehicle? Because if it is, you have a PID that you can read in your computer, and you want to see what this PID reads as far as percentage, and it tells you what the percentage of what it thinks the percentage of ethanol is in the vehicle. And I had one vehicle come in one time, and it was like it would start but run really rich and run like poop, and then would just die after he tries to start driving it. And I looked up that PID, and it said 85%, which means the computer thought it was running 85% ethanol as fuel, which means it's richening up the mixture because you have to run a richer mixture of ethanol to burn correctly. But it was running a richer mixture of gasoline, which made it just basically flood out. And so the resolve I found for that one was a bug, or a dead bug on the mass airflow sensor was screwing up the whole computer. So I fixed that, got it all reset, and then it ran great after that. But so when you look up a flex fuel, it's called a flex fuel inferred PID. When you look that up on these vehicles, it should be around anywhere from 8 to 12% in Alaska because of the amount of ethanol that's in our fuel.
Did you get that, Maddie? She's listening.
Did you get that? She's just looking for more cookies.
Feel better soon. Prayers for you too. Thank you so much. Absolutely. We'll take all the prayers. When did Alaska get ethanol gas?
Oh, it's been in there for years and years. You just don't know it.
All gas in Alaska.
It's
was
basically
ethanol-free.
pure gasoline that they cut with 10% ethanol to make it cheaper, I guess. I don't know the real reason for it, but pretty much every station up here has ethanol in it.
That was Monica. So Harper, my pit, wanted to take a ride on Sunday, so she decided to take a trip to the emergency vet and scare us to death. 15 minutes and a cute $400 stick was removed from her throat and life. Oh, man.
I remember when Maddie was a smaller pup. Remember that?
Oh, when she got that stick.
She got it.
Yeah.
She had a stick stuck sideways in the roof of her mouth between her teeth, and Angie didn't realize it. She knew that Maddie was just acting weird. You actually called me at work. She says,
Yeah.
Maddie's acting weird right now.
She was like foaming at the mouth and like gagging, and I thought she got stung in the mouth, but then yeah, she's like foaming and gagging, and so then I was like, I remember I had to leave for some reason.
Yeah, you put her in the RV.
So I put her in the RV because I didn't know what to do with her. I don't know why I put her there, but I think because Charlie was worried about her too.
Yeah.
The other dog was worried about her.
So I got home, and I looked at her, and I'm like, something's going on in her mouth. So I start feeling around, and I felt a stick sideways in the roof of her mouth. So I pulled it out, and she's like, "Thank you."
She's all better. Yeah, I thought she had something like in her throat or whatever, so I was trying to get her to drink water, and it's just falling back out. Oh, it was a mess. Poor girl.
She's been through so much stuff.
I don't deal with things like that very well for some reason.
Oh, Billy, CMA is strongly represented here at most events. At least used to be. I haven't ridden in the last several years. This still should be. CMA is going strong. We're always getting new members, and I don't see it dwindling anytime soon. And every event we go to, we just keep getting more and more people. And we just did our Seasons of Refreshing, which is a statewide CMA event. We do 2 statewide events a year. One is Seasons of Refreshing, and then the other one is our state rally. And last year we had 29 people at our seasons, and this year we had 50.
Mm-hmm.
So that was awesome.
All right, so
But
Paul
yeah,
and Jason are asking if
and the other thing about CMA is if you have issues anywhere, you get on the CMA website and you can look for a local chapter near you. There's phone numbers, there's names in there, chapters near you. If you need help with anything, you just give somebody a call and they'll find a way to help you. Okay,
is Harper
that
doing.
was my CMA plug.
Harper doing well, and yep, she's wonderful. Awesome, awesome. That is good. The doggies need to be good. Right, Maddie? It's not good when our doggies are sick or hurt.
Yeah.
They have both ethanol and non. Harper looked like she woke up with rabies, flipping and vomiting and foaming, and it was in her throat.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's what she said. Yeah. Oh, that's. Yeah, Maddie's was just stuck in the roof of her mouth. We could just reach in and pull it out.
I remember when I took Maddie to the vet. We had her 1 week, and my dog Charlie had a purebred black shepherd, and he was always just not nice to Maddie the first week. He just wasn't nice to her, just like, I don't want that thing around me. And then but at the end of the first week, he had nipped at her. And she was just a little tiny thing. He nipped at her, and she was bleeding out of her nose and mouth. And I'm like, of course, Angie's like, oh, well, she'll be okay. And I'm like, I'm freaking out. Like, my dog just bit this puppy. So we take her to the vet, and she's fine.
It was just like, yeah, it was like a nosebleed. She wasn't punctured anywhere or anything.
But after that, they were buds. It was
Yeah.
like set in the pecking order, and after that, they were just best buds forever until Charlie passed. But
yeah, I think he might have got in trouble too.
he might have.
And he was like, "Oh, guess I can't do that." Maddie's waiting for snacks.
I think she's waiting for dinner. She already had 2 snacks.
She had what are those things? Sweet potato chips earlier, and I put 3 dollops of whipped cream on a plate for her too. She's getting spoiled.
So we got Rooted in Alaska here. Says, wait, Maddie's waiting for snacks. Well, Rooted in Alaska came by and gave Maddie this gift bag of snacks.
Full of yummy snacks.
So
all different kinds in there.
She's been enjoying these little snacks too.
The heart ones are supposed to have, what was it? Glucosamine or something really good in there. Some kind of omegas. The heart-shaped ones.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Whoa.
We have cut back Maddie's food a little bit because she's not as active right now, so we cut her food back. So she gets less dog food, but she gets more snacks because we feel sorry for her.
Says, y'all take care, sweet friends. We'll be praying for your kidney stone to come out soon and Maddie to have a fast healing surgery. David, don't keep a heavy heart, friend. You were just being her dad that day. Yes.
Yep, she's my fur baby.
Billy Sutton, hey folks, guess what? Gotta go get Jack.
Hope you're not late.
Good night now, since I don't know if y'all will still be here when I get back. Great to see you. Glad Maddie is going to be okay. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us. I know we missed a couple weeks or a week or whatever it was. It seems like forever ago.
It does, actually.
We were actually supposed to have game night because this is the first Tuesday.
Oh, really?
But I just was not up to organizing that today.
Well, and she was in so much pain when I called her earlier that she almost canceled tonight, too.
I didn't know if we were going to do it at all. Monica Lynn, see you guys. Have a wonderful week. Thanks again for the box. Shale was so happy and jerky. So yeah, good night, Billy. And
so you wanted to keep it short anyway, and people are already leaving. We should probably start wrapping it up ourselves. We really didn't have an agenda tonight, just kind of getting back in the groove here. And then and who's the one from goes into Kiski Church? We got to see them this weekend.
Yep.
I forget.
Real life.
Right, we'll see them this weekend. And yeah. I ran out of good stories. I'm kind of hungry. Looking at the can of Spam over there, I'm kind of hungry.
Kind of hungry. Okay. Well, you want to fry it up? Have some Spam leather?
The Spam leather. That's funny. That's good stuff, though.
Fry it up until it's crisp, like Spam chips.
Yeah. That's actually really good. Didn't you do that in the air fryer one time?
Did I?
I think so.
Could do Spam chips and salad. All right.
Not quite as good as bacon.
I think that's what we're having for dinner. Spam, bacon, and
Nice.
salad, maybe.
All right.
All right. Paul
So-
and Jason are saying goodbye. Well, Real Life Alaska, see you on Sunday. So hopefully I'll get to be there. I'm hoping this is going to go away.
I'll be there as long as nothing else leaks on the bike and the bike makes it there this year.
Well, if the bike don't make it, you can ride in the car. I'll let you, but it'll be
Well,
sad.
In that case, I'll be driving and you'll definitely be there. But yeah, see you Sunday. That'd be cool.
Yeah. All right. I think we're going to say goodnight. Maddie's going to say goodnight. Right, Maddie?
Good
Yeah.
night. All right. Yep. Thanks for being there for us through these last couple of weeks. And we weren't here for you, but thanks for being there for us. And yeah,
Yep.
we love all you guys. Thanks for being friends with us and chatting with us here.
Okay. Talk to you all later.
Later, Gator.
Later. Bye. I'm getting the camera. There we go.
Bye. You guys have a blessed week. We'll try to get back on here next week. We'll see what's going on.
Yep.
Maybe we can do a game night next week.
Maybe.